Hey guys, and welcome to a new World of Tanks gameplay video. And tonight I'm playing my Comet, which is the tier 7 British medium, obviously. It's pretty similar to the Cromwell, which I've been praising because I liked it a lot, obviously. It's tier higher, so it has a lot more HP than the Cromwell, but in exchange, it does lack the speed and maneuverability of the Cromwell. It's still very agile and pretty fast. But you know, as far as gameplay style goes, it's pretty much I play it exactly the same as I used to play my Cromwell. So it's not a very fast medium, but it's because of the gun depression, it's very useful. It has a bit of it has a whiff of the American medium line about it. And we're on mines. Of course, I'm racing for the hill, but as soon as I see that I'm completely on my own here without backup, and that the enemy has quite a lot of mediums and lights up here, that it's just gonna be suicidal for me to rush up here. So I back off. You know, there's no point in me going up there anymore. I'm just dying for absolutely nothing at all. So at this point, I become, you know, basically I just it's my job now to hold this and to spot enemies going to the hill. You know, to send even more tanks up the hill. Basically spot for our TDs behind us and for the RT. And try to not get hit by the enemy RT as well. Super Persian gets a lucky shot on me because I didn't see him, he wasn't spotted. And here, the MX-39, he gets behind me, and what I do is, I basically shoot him. But as soon as I get a chance to shoot his track, I track him. He gets one shot on me, but I go further down to stop him from getting gun depression on me. And what I do now is I keep him perma tracked while doing damage, which means that his tracks are so weak that I can penetrate them and do damage. Plus it tracks him, and because of my reload time, which is so fast, you won't be able to repair his tracks in time, and I can just finish him off. And there's absolutely nothing he can do. Here's some opportunity shots on the Super Pershing. He's got his side to me. He's trying to move up, get some flag shots on the guys in on the island. And here I'm trying to shoot his third weak spot, but there's not much I can do against the Super Pershing frontally. But the point is that I'm keeping this guy busy, and this is the point right now. I'm in the middle of the map. I'm the guy on our team holding this hill, and I'm drawing as much attention to me as possible, because I know even though I have no armor at all, I can evade shots, just like I'm doing right now. They're shooting at me, but they're not hitting. And as long as they're shooting at me but not hitting, that's fine, because that means they're not shooting at my teammates on the island, which are having quite a rough time at this point. They're having a lot of troubles with the enemies there, and we don't have any RT anymore. So I'm just drawing as much attention as possible to myself to relieve some stress from the bigger tiers and the bigger guns in our on our team. But at the same time, I'm of course trying to do some damage. I see some opportunities here to shoot that guy in the side, so that's what I do. Apart from that, it's tier 9 battle. There's little more I can do. There's actually nothing more I can do at this point, from my point of view. Just keeping these guys busy and keeping them occupied with me. And I'm quickly expressing my appreciation for that Object 704 shot, because that was a pretty damn good shot, shooting that light tank. I mean, that's good reaction speeds. What more can I say? So I'm the one keeping this whole middle area now. If I'm gone, the enemy will be able to start pushing here, and then it's gonna be lost within minutes. So, but at the same time, you know, there's guys in front of me, and there's guys on the hill to my left. So I'm continuously watching here to the left as well, because as soon as they, you know, poke out to get me in the back, I'm gonna have to fall back and hug this, you know, the cliff here, so that the enemies on the hill won't get gun depression on me. And they keep aiming at me, which is a good thing, because they can't hit me anyway. and I'm gonna keep shooting at them as well, even though I know that I cannot penetrate them or do any damage whatsoever. But it's a psychological part, you know. It's the if I'm shooting at them, that draws more attention to me, so they'll be more, you know, focusing their attention to me than to the enemies, than to my teammates who are more in the open and are hittable from them. You know, a good player would just ignore me and would just go for the big targets that they can hit. But obviously these aren't very good players, they are random, so they're coming for me and it's not helping them in any way whatsoever. But it's, you know, of course, the whole point why I do this. And our T30 gets a lovely shot off on that T44, and he's not the best player, and he's also not in the best position. It's you know, he's one of those guys who camps in A4. He's been there for the whole game, and if he hadn't been there, we might have had an advantage on the island, and we would have already won this. But you know, at this particular moment at this point in the battle, in this situation, he's in the right position, and he's doing a good job backing me up, and he's at least not sleeping. He's shooting what I'm spotting, so that's good. But you know, that of course I wasn't watching from his point of view, but A4 is basically not the first position I would go. It's something you can fall back to when you know, one part of the map is lost, and then you can snipe from there. But if you go there from the beginning, that's basically you cannot hit any enemies until they are broken through and basically already approaching your base. So that's one gun out of the game, if you know what I mean. And this is what I mean. This super Pershing gets in my back, and don't really have the gun elevation to shoot at him without being able to shoot me back. So again, just keeping him busy, and I'm hoping that our guys in the village will win that battle and come back for this guy later. But at the same time, I know that you know, there's that King Tiger on the tree line, and there's really not much I can do at this point. I'm getting some noob shots off. I just don't have the gun elevation. And I cannot do anything unless this guy here is either dead or if he goes away. And there the enemy RT gets spotted in that little village there. So at this point I know I see a gap, I'm unspotted, and I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for the enemy base. So I'm just gonna take the shortest route. That super Pershing hasn't spotted me yet, so you know that I've got a clear run into the enemy base. Of course, at this point I'm thinking, you know, when you're going to the enemy base, you're cornered. There's only two ways out, and there's enemies on both sides. So what I'm thinking now is I'm just gonna finish this GW Panther, and I'm gonna do the same trick as I did with a 39. You just track him to stop him running away, and then finish him off. And then what I want to do now is go to the 1-2 line, because it's more open, and as a medium I'll have more space to maneuver. There's also a lot of bushes there which I can use to get some sneaky ninja shots off. But first of all I'll have to deal with this super Pershing. And I'm switching to gold ammo because desperate times call for desperate measures, so you know. But you know, then RT30 dies, and I'm completely on my own, and I know it's we've lost, but I'm just gonna do as much as I can. So I try to track this guy, but it doesn't work. I use my rep kit and I track him again, this time properly, and I just outmaneuver him, get some shots into his side, and basically I just run away to the 2 line. Trying to evade shells from that M103 and the super Pershing at the same time, but You know, I'm cornered now. I'm a one shot for anything. I've got 8 health. I cannot get to the one line without dying. That super Pershing will just snipe me completely out. You know, so I'm just gonna hide here in these bushes and hope that the enemy caps before these two guys got the courage to come for me. So I'm thinking most of all I'm expecting them to come here to the left of this you know, rock where I'm aiming right now. But of course he comes from the other side, so you know, he finishes me off, shoots me on the move. Get one last shot off, but there you go. So it was a nice battle. I got 1210 XP on a defeat. Credits doesn't matter in a Comet. And you can see I've been having a pretty good win rate today, 89.6% wins out of 29 battles, so that's pretty okay. Yeah, what more can I say? Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.